Hello everyone, welcome to this walkthrough tutorial. Today I'm excited to walk you through the setting up and using a Flask application designed for practicing the CompTIA Security Plus. We'll go step by step through how to get this project running on your local machine, and I'll show you how this can be useful for your exam preparation. Alright, so before we begin, make sure you have Python installed on your computer along with a Git for cloning the repository. You will also need a PDF file from the practice exams that we will load into the application. Here I have practice exam A. Once you load the PDF, you're probably gonna see practice exam B and C. We're gonna start the exam, and in here you have two ways that you can go about it. You can either select and go to the next question, and I fail. I got 2 questions out of 5. Then here it's gonna show you like each question that you got wrong, what the correct answer was, what your answer was, what the correct answer was, and explanation that it's coming from the exam itself. This is not me explaining, this is all taken from the PDF. The other way you can go about it, it's you can click whichever answer you think is correct, and you can go and check the answer and get some immediate feedback. It is gonna tell you if it's either correct or incorrect. You can do that for each of the questions. If you rather like get instant feedback on which one was correct right when you do it, you can do the check answer. Otherwise, you can take it blindly and just click next question all the way until the end. Okay, now for the how to get this application actually hosted in your local machine, we're gonna go ahead and follow the steps that I have here. I'm using Windows. I have the documentation goes for macOS and Linux and for Windows. If you have any problems running the virtual environment for Python, I would recommend going through the Python documentation and actually making sure that you're doing it the right way. Okay, so let's follow for Windows right now. I already have my Windows PowerShell right here, and I created a little folder where I want to like clone the repository. I have it on my tutorials, so I'm gonna go ahead and clone that. Now you can see that it's already been successfully downloaded in there or cloned. We're gonna go into it. If you look at it, it has a bunch of files inside of it. Don't worry about most of them. If you want to check out how the project is working, I will tell you to go through 2 of them. There is the app.py that is actually running all the logic behind the application, and then there is a processfile.py, which is a file that allows me to extract all the information from the PDF. If you don't care about what the code looks like, you can just leave like that, don't even worry about it. So we already went inside the folder. Now we're gonna activate our Python environment. Again, make sure that you're doing the right ones for macOS or Linux. I'm on Windows, so I'm gonna use this one. Okay, now that we have created the Python visual environment right here, we're gonna go ahead and activate it. I'm gonna do it from the PowerShell right here. It does it very quick. Once you see the VNV right here, it means that you're actually in your Python virtual environment. I'm just gonna do that. Now, the project does have some requirements, some dependencies on it. So you're gonna run pip install requirements.txt. If you go ahead and open that txt, where is it right here? This is all the dependencies that I have. Obviously, I'm using Flask, Flask sessions. There's a bunch of, I'm using Jinja, my PDF2. This is all the libraries that does not come by default with Python that you are gonna need in order to be able to run this program. Copy this line right here. Now you're gonna run it. The nice part about it, it's when you're using a visual environment for Python, it's gonna install all of the dependencies only for this project. So step number 4, it's going to be preparing the PDF. Obviously, this requires that you already have the PDF file from the Professor Messer's exam questions. Oh, again, this is for 701. I do not know if it works for other exam questions. It might work for 601, or it might work for different, like the Network Plus. It really depends on how the PDF is formatted. So we're going to go ahead and copy the PDF. I already have the PDF. It's right here. I'm only gonna use it for the purpose of showing you how to do it. I'm gonna copy it right here into the root folder. Now what you need to do is to run process file.py. So we're gonna do Python process file.py. It's gonna take a little bit. It literally checks the entire document and it creates everything that you need for it. Now you found 85 questions in. So this is going by each of the exams. Right now this is A, B, and C, and the extraction was complete. That means everything went as expected. Go ahead and run the Flask application. So you're gonna do Flask run. That's gonna host this application in your local machine. You can either do control and click this link and bring you to it. Otherwise, you can do localhost 5000. That's the port that is gonna be hosted at. Now in here, you can tell that already has a practice exam A, B, and C. I'm not gonna go ahead and start the exam because I do not want to show the actual questions from the exam. But if you see those 3 exams, it means everything was successful and it's working already. You can click start exam and start going through the whole thing. If you ever want to finish running the Flask application, you can use the Control C, C as in Charlie, and it will immediately pause the project. You can always do Flask run again to start hosting it again, and Control C again. Every time that you're gonna go and study or do the practice test, you need to run the application. You only have to run the process file.py once. Once that runs, it saves it in your local files and it updates the exams.json, so you're not gonna have any problems with that. Hopefully everything went correct for you in this walkthrough. If you have any concerns or any problems that you're encountering, you can always post a comment on the description of this video, and if other people have the same problems, that way they can fix it at once. Thanks for watching and happy studying. Best of luck for your exams. Let me know if you pass it.